I'm John Reckner, the founder of the Jack-O-Lantern Spectacular, and we're here in the design room for the show, and we have a few early samples for the 2011 exhibit. And we actually put these pumpkins together here in Oxford, Massachusetts, and transport them down to the Roger Williams Zoo. Presently, we have approximately a couple dozen on the table to be drawn up, and we don't do the actual carving until a few days prior to the show. This pumpkin here weighs about 120, 130 pounds. And this is the ideal pumpkin that we like to put our images on. This coming weekend we have a early promotion at Waterfire, and we'll have about a dozen jack-o'-lanterns on exhibit. And one such is the King, Elvis. Now once we design what we have our design on the pumpkin, we'll just use a simple ballpoint pen. And then when we're completed with that design, we want something more permanent, we use an oil-based marker. Now the nice feature of the oil-based marker is that we get heavy downpours at the zoo and the ink in the image won't run off. Now this is a Howden pumpkin, and normally this is a traditional jack-o'-lantern. And traditional jack-o'-lantern will use a drywall saw to cut completely through the pumpkin for the eyes and the mouth. But in this case, we initially had a pumpkin shortage, so we were putting some of our images on these Howden pumpkins. But of course, this being a more detailed engraving, and instead of cutting through the pumpkin, what we do is essentially shave it. And once again, we have a simple paring knife here, and this allows us to remove some of the skin from the pumpkin. So what we'll do, once we cut through the bottom of this pumpkin, we'll clean out the interior behind the image to about 1/4 of an inch thick. And this will allow the light bulb to illuminate the image. One of the questions that's always asked is what else can be done to extend the shelf life of these. And what we do is periodically water and bleach on both the inside and the outside of the pumpkin. Now what our pumpkin product here is a combination of having a well-drawn image and then sculpting out around that image. I would recommend adult supervision with your children, even with these small paring knives. I would recommend for younger kids, there are stenciling kits that are out there, and it's good family entertainment for mom and dad and the kids.